They are literally warning you that the collapse is imminent, guys, and we literally just got confirmed by the White House. They state the stock market will crash by over 45% if United States defaults on its debt. Right, the timing of this is within the next 2 weeks, guys. Basically, right, they need to raise the debt ceiling, or else they're going to default, and they're suggesting that the stock market is going to crash by over 45%. My thinking was by 80% plus 90%. Right, that's how bad it will get, guys. If they're saying 45%, it's double that, really. Which is 90%. 4 plus 5 is 9, right? Which year is 9, guys? 2025. Isn't that weird? Let's go down here. Cue the music. So, I'm pretty sure this is the Fed, guys. They're suggesting, or they're saying that they have enough cash in the financial system, right? There's an infinite amount of cash at the Federal Reserve, of course, because they just keep printing, guys, right? Which means maybe we go up. Cause fear to promote panic selling. Step 2, load up. Step 3, wait and then sell back their stocks at a higher price. This will occur when the collapse takes place. This exact scenario, guys, right? Problem, reaction, solution. Then check this out, though. Jeanette will certainly be yelling then, right? So remember, Mr. Poole did say catastrophic. It's all going to be catastrophic, guys. Why? Because check this out. If Congress does not raise the debt ceiling, we face economic and financial catastrophe. It is vitally important that we make sure it gets done, right? They're all suggesting, they're all saying that we need to raise the debt ceiling. If they don't, the financial system will literally collapse, guys, right? And it's the beginning of the end. Basically, they're going to implement a new financial system when that occurs, right? And then XRP finally gets implemented, guys, right? Or integrated into the new financial system with a few different coins. Now, what do I believe will happen, guys? I do believe that that America will default under Joe Biden. I think so, right? Or under the left. You guys already know, right? So who comes in and saves the day? The right, which is Donald Trump, guys, right? The plan supposedly is clear. It's funny because the America is supposedly about to collapse, right? Very closely or very soon. Brad Garlinghouse retweeted this tweet, which we talked about yesterday, how as soon as the case concludes, or the case is about to conclude, Ripple's making all sorts of announcements and everything, right? What's funny is BG123 did say something very similar, and not to mention, Bank of America did say, if I'm not mistaken, that they're going live when the case concludes. Or the announcement will be made, basically. White House warns that default could wipe out 8 million jobs, plunge stock market as well, right? We're talking about, guys, this is how bad it's going to get, right? So they're basically telling you, they're shaping your mind before it occurs. White House economists warned on Wednesday that a protracted debt default would cause the loss of more than 8 million jobs and cut the stock market in half. It's not going to be half, it's going to be a lot worse than that. And if the DJI, right, the Dow Jones Industrial Average collapses by 80-90%, what's going to happen with Bitcoin and the cryptocurrency market? You guessed it, literally go 99% down, right? But I'm pretty sure XRP will decouple at one point in time. That's what we're waiting for, at least. Now, a protracted default will likely lead to severe damage to the economy, with job growth swinging from its current pace of robust gains to losses numbering in the millions, right? The White House is warning us, guys. Not to mention, Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen, she'll be definitely yelling, said the United States could default on its debt as soon as June 1st if Congress doesn't act. We're talking about literally in less than 2 weeks. What is this? America dies in less than 2 weeks. Wait, what? But I'm pretty sure they're going to raise it, guys, right? I don't think the time is right now, is it? Could it be? I mean, honestly, it could be, because what if, remember, the case, Ripple versus SEC case concludes June as well, plus FedNow system goes live, I think, July. A few different things are happening all at the same time. Not to mention, end of May, I think, what was it, ISO as well. So there's something they're going to ramp up, I'm pretty sure, with the transactions of using digital assets, or these digital currencies, right, these cryptocurrencies. So many things are happening all at once. It seems like interesting. Did we not say that a long time ago? Of course we did. Now they're trying to avoid this scenario, right? Because as you guys can see, wipes out when it does occur, guys, it'll wipe out 8.3 million jobs. Not actually, it's going to be worse than that, right? There's so many jobs will be wiped out, guys. It's not going to be funny. Why? Because they want you to beg out for the new solution so they could introduce universal basic income, right? They want you dependent on their system. If you're not, then you're more so free, right? But an actual breach of the naysay's debt ceiling from the White House would likely cause severe damage to the United States economy, right? If the naysay's governments were to default on its obligations, and it will happen at one point in time, guys. I don't know if about right now, but I do know at one point in time it will. It's guaranteed, guys, right? How can they pay back all this debt? They can't. Right? They're stuck. They can run, but they cannot hide, guys. That's the thing. United States Treasury credit default swaps are the highest we have ever seen. Nasdaq call volume is the highest in 8 years. Bank deposits and M2 money supply are experiencing the most severe drop since when? 1929. The past proving the future once again. Don't worry, guys. We're going to be talking about the charts here soon because it's going to get catastrophic. A sudden reversal in these could trigger the greatest market correction in 90 years. Exactly, guys. Almost 100 years, basically. We told you. Guys, we were literally the first people who were talking about that America is about to collapse. Right, and there is no stopping it. Why? For them to introduce a new system that includes CBDCs, digital assets, and whatnot. Boom! The Treasury General account fell $26 billion yesterday, leaving only $68 billion left. It means the government will shut down. They can't vote in time to raise the debt ceiling. Could this be a possibility that they can't vote because time is running out so quickly, guys? I think they will vote though. But remember, there's always a chance of this happening, guys, right? Here soon, within the next 2 weeks. Here we go. Treasury cash down $52 billion in 1 day to $87 billion, guys, right? It keeps dropping. The Treasury cash, guys, just stays left. Now, you know why this is all crazy? Because, look at this. Can Treasury borrow from Ukraine? Why? That ceiling, when another $375 million goes to Ukraine. Biden said to announce new military aid for Ukraine after meeting with Zelensky, guys. Hold on a minute. Guys, they just need to give me a portion of this money, right? Because they have sent over hundreds of billion dollars to Ukraine. Send a very small loan, guys, of $1 million, right? All in XRP. When it rises here soon, give it back. And boom. I just made a lot of money, right? But obviously they're not going to give it to who? We the people. But they'll give it to. It's the most craziest thing, guys, because they keep printing this money, right? Where do they get this money from? This is why it's all what wars? Bank space wars. Exactly, guys, right? Bank space wars, because war is a mechanism for them to just keep printing and printing and printing like no tomorrow, right? The package will include more artillery shells, armored vehicles, and anti-tank weapons in anticipation of months of hard fighting ahead. Interesting. So the acceleration towards this narrative soon as well. Wow, which we just talked about, huh? This is the craziest thing, guys. And by the way, so they could print hundreds of billions, if not trillions, and send it over to Ukraine. Why can't they do this? Do the same for XRP? Come on, guys, right? It's all rigged. It's all money is fake at the end of the day, guys. They just keep printing like no tomorrow. Now, when they say that the stock market will collapse by over 45% when the United States defaults, I don't think so, guys, because we actually said this. We actually looked at the Dow Jones early last year, 2022, and we had this type of pattern, right? This type of pattern takes us to where? You guessed it. If we drop from here, that's about a 83% crash, right? For the Dow Jones, which is like 99% for the for Bitcoin cryptocurrencies, guys. But if we go higher, right, and then collapse from then on, that would be a 88 to 90% drop, guys. Right? So that will for Bitcoin, a 99% drop or 95% drop from here would take us to $1,000 basically. Right? My target was 1 to 3K, if not less, or honestly lower. But let's say Bitcoin goes towards 6-figure ranges, let's say 200K, guys. A 95 to 99% drop will take us to 10,000, 9,000 towards 3,000. Interesting. Again, guys, I mean, isn't that fascinating? But with XRP, this is why I don't believe they're going to collapse the economy right now, guys, right? Because if they did, XRP will collapse literally, unless it decouples here soon, right? With the case concluding, that could be a possibility. Certainly, XRP will literally dive down towards 1 cent, guys, right? Of course, this is why I don't believe they're going to collapse, guys, right now. Later on, I believe 24, 25 is the year. Now, for the Dow Jones, I mean for the USD, if the market collapses, the USD is inverse correlated, which means what? It's going to pump out of here, guys, right? Exactly. So that's the game plan. I know for a fact that the United States dollar isn't going anywhere, guys, right? Or could it? Because 40 countries refuse to use the United States dollar. 81 countries are headed to a conference in June for gold standard return. Yes, the gold standard will return, guys, but I'm pretty sure the USD will still be here in some type of form. Well, it could be what, a US CBDC, right? 25 plus states are introducing gold silver. They're coming back into play with cryptocurrencies. Not financial advice. 142 countries will simultaneously dump the USD. Whoever is holding these currencies will become wealthy overnight. What do you guys think? Right? Again, there's so many different things happening, guys. But a lot of people are talking about how the United States dollar will collapse, guys. But what if the opposite takes place after it crashes a hefty amount, right? Then it pumps like nothing, right? If you look at the chart right here, isn't this a crazy looking chart, guys, right? Again, I don't know. Well, let's wait and see what happens. Biden says it thinks the United States will avoid a default right now, right? Shut down. Right now it will. Again, when the collapse takes place, I'm pretty sure darkness will arrive at that point as well, guys. Then, summary of Powell's speech. Inflation far above 2% objective. Committed to getting inflation into 2%. I don't think they will do that. Unclear if rates are sufficiently restrictive. Failure to lower inflation prolongs pain. Will take time to lower inflation. Tons of uncertainty ahead because they know the collapse is imminent, guys, right? And I'm pretty sure odds of a 25 basis point rate hike in June are now down from 40% to 22%. Exactly, guys. They're going to pause and then soon possibly start cutting, which means we pump until we see the damn collapse occur. But at the end of the day, this wasn't financial advice, guys. According to the Bank of International Settlements, central banks risk losing trust if they cannot tame inflation. Trust, they are fighting inflation by raising interest rates, which are collapsing banks. This is what being boxed in a corner looks like. Exactly, guys. Their hands are tied behind their back, right? They can run, but they cannot hide. What's their choice? Well, to prolong it, maybe 1 to 2 years with the same system we have right now, then collapse it, then bring on a new system, right? With the new technology, with modern technologies and whatnot, an upgraded system, guys. Not financial advice, an updated system. Not financial advice, and not financial advice is prepare. What is that so fast? Amazing. See you.